Yeah, probably definitely know his brother.
Yeah. Alright, y'all, we back. This is Laugh Lessons and Lyrics show on Philly Hot Radio with your boy and your host, Jay Play Vines. I got my man, Flavor King, Ron Murder, and Gilly.
From the 215.
Shout out your Instagram so they can follow you.
My name is Gil from the 215. Shout out. You know what I mean?
Shout out from the 215.
Yeah, shout out from me.
And the hand bang too. Like if you don't type the hand bang in, then all of a sudden like his profile not gonna come up at all. Like it's like the underscores and shit. Like for real. That's why I can't even get.
Nah, but y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, even Facebook. My name is Gil from the 215. GYLLE_FOM_THE_215. Make sure y'all follow me.
And also make sure, cause I didn't mention this last week, whatever, but I can now. If you want to call in and ask Gee questions, if you want to call in and ask me questions, or Ron, whatever, or any of the guests in the future shows, whatever, the hotline, the number for it is 484-477-6438. I'll make sure that's also like in the YouTube like caption and whatnot. I'll let them know. Alright, so what do you think about, alright, so now it's football season. I gotta ask you the same question I asked Ron, where it's like, you know, I know you was out of, obviously you're probably an Eagle fan, right? Okay, he paused. Okay, usually Eagle fans, you can't get them to shut up. They usually all talk smash football. Oh my God, yo man, I'm gonna throw the pigskin away.
This year the Eagles should have went hard.
True.
They already lost what, 2 games?
Yep, they're 0-2 now. It's now or never, you know.
I wish they would have pushed themselves a little more, you know what I mean?
Facts. Hey, it's gonna be a long season because the NFL changed the rule because of the quarantine stuff to where now it's gonna be like, I think 9 or 8 teams. I think 8 teams can now still make it. So
I seen they got some canceled.
Yeah.
That, you know, I'm glad that
it's back because it'd be better than not having that.
Back, you know, without that, it's boring.
The NBA, baseball, basketball.
That's my sport.
All of that, baseball. The Phillies, right? Phillies all day, bro. I'm glad that we got. I'm glad.
My day, bro.
Your day. I mean, everyone's day. I was there.
Puerto Rican parade was crazy.
Citizens Bank Park, that went down, yo.
I was like, what, man? This made me look good. You know what I mean?
Yes. Had the red cap and everything. Like, oh man, yo, had my boy Cliff Lee jersey on or whatnot.
Crazy out there.
They do. One thing about Philly fans, whatever, like some people will be afraid of them, but you gotta love them because they got mad loyalty to their team.
I'm a Sixers fan. I'm a Phillies fan. I'm a Eagles fan. I'm a Pittsburgh fan.
Okay.
You feel me? Even the Patriots, bro. I don't got no hate on no team, bro. Those 2 teams right there.
I was with you to say the Patriots, man, but okay.
Listen, bro.
I like Tom Brady though, but he's not there no more.
Tom Brady was mad, man. He in the Buccaneers, man. That man was sick because his team lost and we won. You feel me? But
yeah, he was hurt because he does a pride.
Some shout outs, man. Tom Brady's that man.
My boy was Peyton Manning though. Like it didn't matter what team he was on, I always rooted for him. Unless he was playing my squad, I was like, nah.
See, the Eagles should have kept Nick Foles. You feel me?
Everybody knows that.
Man. They got Wentz.
Everybody. Why? That's the first time I've ever seen not keep the and for real, from not even talking like shit about y'all. Like that's the first time I've ever seen a Super Bowl bound and Super Bowl winning team get rid of their quarterback the next year after he won the Super Bowl.
Like I get props like to old quarterbacks like McNabb. McNabb made it to the Super Bowl.
At least he made it. Yeah.
He ain't beat him like.
He took you there.
He could have beat that game. He was shaking in his boots when he see the bitches coming to him.
First of all, he did something that most athletes are told not to do. You partied and did all this type of shit because he had if you look back into it, he had an all-white party. Literally the night before the Super Bowl in celebration of, I took this job, we playing Brady and we got this.
See, I would have did the party after the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
After the Super Bowl. I had the Super Bowl and that white party, bro.
Like, come on now. Nah, you would have had a white party and then the one Super Bowl had a gold party. Yeah. Because that trophy.
And another quarterback is Jeff Garcia. You feel me?
Jeff Garcia. He was part of that team. He was the backup.
He was the quarterback. He got to the Super Bowl a couple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't make it, but you know I still gonna give him a good props for the Eagles. But right now, I hope this year we could beat the Super Bowl, bro. Like I wish the Eagles could get in.
It's up for grabs for anybody. The teams is really showing off right now. I gotta say, even though I'm not biased, the Rams are showing off right now.
Right.
The Eagles gotta get it together, but it's still early in the season, so like anybody that's 0-2 right now, it's still nothing to be scared of. The Buccaneers, because they got Brady, because you know he turned any wide receiver into somebody. Then you got unfortunately, I gotta say the Cowboys actually are doing good this year. I'm just saying the NFC side right now.
Listen, the team that I think they're gonna probably win this year, man.
I ain't gonna say win.
Like the Steelers going hard this year, man. The Seahawks even. I can't even talk, man. Like all these teams.
I see the Steelers probably making it possibly. It's too early to tell, but like I know they guarantee gonna be one of the playoff teams in the AFC.
Right.
Cause you can't name half them players, but it's like I'm like, hold up, that boy named Allen Iverson. Like I don't know who that nigga. Oh, he was named after him.
Man,
whatever.
He was the GOAT in the '60s, man.
Yes.
He's the first boy that made Jordan trip on his leg.
Yeah, you're the first one to ever cross Jordan. You should put that on a plaque. That's a hell of an accolade.
Like first boy, nobody did that to Jordan.
I want to give a shout out to our viewers right now. We got Fake Real Right. He's a comedian from Jersey. I know him. Shout out for tuning in. Amazing West for tuning in. That's my brother. He also streams on Twitch. So follow him at Amazing31, twitch.tv. And then I got comedian Chris Muffins. I ain't seen you in a year, bro. It's good to see you, bro. He's from, he actually is in Ohio, and not just for the potatoes. Like I was saying how Young Yoles was, you know what I mean? Because he was eating potato salad. But, still, shout out to everybody that's really grinding right now and really holding their own.
Like, I would love to Young Yoles come one day, you know what I mean?
I would too.
Sit here and explain himself.
I want to hear your story.
Yeah, how he got this potential, you know what I mean? What made him be an R&B singer? Like, this boy, he's too nice, man. I wish I had the talent he had, but you know my talent is different. You know, I got my own business. I got a demolition company. It's Y&M Demolition. That's my kid's name.
So you got what's it called?
It's called Y&M.
Y-A-M.
Yeah.
It's like Yam Demolition.
No, Y&M.
And okay.
Yeah, it's Yasir. It's called Yasir and Molina Demolition.
That's what's up.
So, you know, everything I'm doing nowadays is for my kid, man.
See, y'all know I don't be joking when I say I deal around, like, you know, the people you see entertainment-wise or you see me bring on the show are the people that are out here grinding and getting stuff done, regardless if it's on or off camera, if it's for their family and themselves, be able to provide. So anything, I should start saying shout out to all the providers and grinders like myself. You know, people that are willing to...
Somebody that's an entrepreneur, you know what I mean?
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Not an opportunist.
Somebody that got so much talent, you know, somebody that was born with it, somebody that want to become somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because...
Not somebody that want to talk.
Yes, because look, like, I got people at my job that also be like that, and it's like... when is the time going to come where when they eventually see me cut off the conversation, I'm like, because I keep hearing you say what you, and people know who's watching this know who I'm referring to. Right. Like, I keep hearing you say what you're going to do, what connections you have, what you can bring to the table, but I need to see the actions match the words. That makes the tagline and the phrase of actions speak louder than words, because I will tell you this right now. You would not have a job if your person didn't see, okay, he know how to break walls down. That's the same way how you got them children. But other than that, you know,
I got 5 of them, bro.
And she wouldn't have let you do that if she didn't know that you were a hard-working man.
Right.
Okay, the same I can go refer to Ron and know that, like, all right, cool, he got his stuff together, that he was grinding, that he was at that event that I first met him at, or whatever. Now, if he wasn't about business and about making sure he slave over these juices, I don't know if they're made in the bathtub. I'm joking. They're not. They're made out of a plant, whatever. Like he has.
You know what's the good part about this situation?
What?
Like I want to thank Snub TV. You know,
right?
For introducing me to you.
True. You never know who you're gonna meet through other people, whatever.
Right, but another person that I want to give a shout out to Snub too is for C Real. I don't know.
See the real? Of course I know him.
All right. See real. That's one cool, phenomenal person. You know what I mean? Me and him always talking. You know, trying to see what we could do.
To be honest, like not to cut you off, but to be honest, like that's one of the people, because what he's trying, because like what See the Real is trying to do, he's from Toronto, so he's Canadian. But once this whole thing, outrageous thing happened, where like the killings and the death of like Breonna Taylor,
Right.
and like what was the guy that recently died? What was his name?
Which one? That Amari guy? That
Not Amari, the one that died this year, the one that they sat on his neck.
Oh, man.
I'm mind blanking right now. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But the point I'm trying to make is the fact that like once he noticed that, he automatically tried to join and become a representative or whatever for his state and whatnot because of that injustice and whatnot, and try to help with the criminal justice reform and whatnot with that. So that is definitely, and he's trying to, one of the things he's trying to pitch. The last time I spoke to him was about him trying to keep clean the streets up and make sure everybody's good, knowing their feet, whatever. That's somebody most definitely great that you keep a connection with, because he can help you do you, and y'all can bounce and brainstorm off each other.
He's a smart guy. Like we had a good deep conversation about this type of situation. About remember when all the looting was going on and everybody was breaking into stores and all that stuff.
I'm listening. George Floyd. George Floyd.
Yeah.
That's who I was referring to, everybody. George Floyd.
My condolences go to his family.
Exactly.
The way that that officer had his knee on his neck, it was a heartbreaking.
It definitely was. I seen the full video because someone showed me a whole, it was a snippet, but then it was the whole one that was found off of like an APK type of file.
I got it. I got the snippet on my.
And I was like,
Instagram.
yeah.
Like everything that I see like that, like I save it. I put it in save. You know what I mean? Because every time something like that bothers me, I look at it.
Right.
It's just crazy that we seeing stuff like this on TV. Our own heroes gotta be killing us out here, innocent people. You know what I mean? Some people they don't even care about the Hispanics.
I'll say it from how I've been saying it for a long time ago, even before all this, the last 3 or 4 killings with the protests and whatnot. Okay, like I tell people all the time, I knew this at like a young age. We're both young, whatever. So it's like for any job, like if you gotta get a mental check or whatever to serve for the country. If you gotta get a mental check for being a therapist and whatnot, so therefore what type of advice you're giving your patients. Why isn't it required if you're like in law enforcement or a firefighter or even a nurse or a doctor or a surgeon? Because they go through and they see a lot of death on a daily basis. So how come there's no good actual in place mental health checks in order to keep to keep track or to make sure that people are able to still do their job and not abuse their power? That was something that I will say Hillary Clinton was trying to do when she lost to Trump, though, unfortunately.
The problem is, I don't care what culture you is. I don't care if you black, right? I don't care you Colombian, Mexican. I don't care you white. I don't care. We all
Colombian coffee, Maxwell House. I don't care what you.
All the same human beings. It's we just got different type of races.
Right.
Different cultures. Different races. We treat other races like they ain't nothing. It's just a heartbreaking. Knowing situation that's going on nowadays like this, especially these officers that's saying here killing nothing but black people. It's so sad that our own heroes got sent here and kill our people, their own citizens, people that they get paid for. You know what I mean?
Right. That's the reason. Because look, that had to be the last straw and whatnot. Because this is nothing that's new. This has been going on for decades, longer than all of us have even been on this earth. You know what I mean? Whatever. I believe the way we went about this and whatnot is like a public, minus the looting, because that kind of overshadowed a lot of things. That kind of backtracked because that was unnecessary. But I will say whatever, Laugh Lessons the Lyric Show has helped out with that, because so much to the fact that back in Juneteenth, which is what everybody celebrated and whatnot, everyone pretty much didn't celebrate 4th of July for certain their own obligations. I didn't. But I will say, that's why I made sure like the show was a part of that, whatnot, when we did the march, whatever, from Benjamin Franklin Parkway to the Eagles Oval, whatever, on the steps, the Rocky Steps, so to speak.
Like I wish like this is an everyday thing. You know, I wake up every day before I go to sleep. You know what I mean? I always sit down with my old lady and have a good talk with her. You know.
His old lady. He still thinks you're young in his eyes. He's just using the phrase.
Man, I'm a 30-year-old man. I'm a 30-year-old man, so I just want to keep it real. You know what I mean? Like, I seen a lot going on while I was growing up and stuff. Our community was always together while we was growing up, you know.
Right.
It was always block parties, always, you know, cookouts. It was like a good gathering, like no fights, no nothing. Everybody dancing. They didn't even care if you was somebody they didn't know. You gonna come over here and party with us. You know what I mean? At least
right,
you get
most
the truck
definitely.
outside. That's all that mattered. But nowadays you can't even look at nobody. You can't even nothing. Like you can't even have a good conversation with nobody. Even though you're trying to have a good conversation with somebody, they just want to chew you up. Like,
well, I ain't gonna say look. I know where you're coming from, but I ain't gonna say that like everyone is like that, because not everyone is like that. But I will say this: those type of people, that resolves back in full circle. Where I'm saying like people that have a negative mindset,
right.
Because some people wanna hold you back when they see you possibly achieving something that they either wanted to in the past,
right.
didn't get a chance to, or gave up on, that you're actually getting done in front of their eyes. So they tend, some people, to be honest, you can't, anybody, to make it clear and blunt, whenever you can dictate when you're talking to someone that is uplifting and someone that is a hater.
Right.
And sometimes the hater doesn't even realize they are a hater, but in their words, they don't notice
you know,
the type of format.
You gotta find out if they're a hater or not when they express themselves. You can hear it in their voice, you can see it in their face. You know,
these masks definitely help now. I'm at work like, oh, your smile can't disguise this. I see your eyes. You looking at me like this. Oh, so you got booked for 4, you got booked for 4 shows? I'm so proud of you, bro. I'm like, nigga, why you giving me the Silence of the Lamb stare? Like,
you know,
like what the fuck?
You know, it's crazy. Like, I got people that got doubt. Like, they be like, nah. Go ahead, you keep doing what you're doing, but you never gonna get nowhere. Listen, man, a person that never give up always gonna keep doing what they gonna do.
Right.
They gonna get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
One way or another, you know what I mean? You gonna get your blessings, but these haters on the side, they gonna sit here and be like,
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? It's a shame that
that's most definitely a fact. If it's
somebody will be happy. You know,
if it's anything I want anybody to take from today's episode, is the fact that if you continue to remain on your grind, if you stay focused, if you put your words into actions, anything is possible. Okay. So, bro, we about to wrap the show up though, but I appreciate you so much for being able to come down here to Gil 215.
I thank you guys for inviting me over here to your show, you know, to the radio station. You know, I appreciate you guys. Not 100, 1,000 times. I can say 1,000,000 if I can. But,
yeah.
You know,
I guarantee to see you on my next shows. You know what I mean? You definitely got to be a ticket holder, bro. Bring the whole crew out.
It brings me that good excitement, you know what I mean?
Right.
It feels good, the vibe is beautiful, you know, I like it.
There was times where I had to cheer you up, like in the video. You had to, I see this dude Sabater or somebody. Like, remember the PlayStation story?
Ah, man.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Short, man.
Now, when you on the show next time, whatever, like, we'll get into that story, whatever.
We bring up that topic next time, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but definitely, I think you should come out the 24th, though, because, like, Flavor Team, who I'm collabing with, they're having a show called Nightmare on Flavor Street. So it's going to be straight in Wilmington, Delaware. Like, the address and everything will be on the flyer and whatnot.
Sure.
So, you know, I'm hosting that joint. I know, like,
you know, I got hard to get there, bro.
You got a vehicle, whatever. You got, you know.
I can get there.
I ain't gonna get that text like, yo, bro, you got 25 on gas. I'm like, yo, bro, come on, man.
No,
First of all, I don't sell that type of stuff.
I always got money on me, bro.
All right,
like,
but
if it's not money, cash.
Cause you grinding. Like you can't say you on your grind if you always broke.
Yeah, I'm not standing in the corner and be selling.
Drinking with random people.
No, it's
but
lost case.
I want to give a thanks to you. Thanks to my boy. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support. Good thanks to you. Thanks to Ron Murda from the Flavor Team. Shout out to everybody. Make sure that when the tickets go on sale, you want to know more info about the Flavor Team, Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare on Flavor Street. That's where they took it from. Freddy Krueger might show up anyway in your dreams. But anyway, shout out to y'all. Shout out to all my listeners and viewers for today's show, for Philly Out Radio Laugh Lessons and Lyrics Show. I'm your host, Jay Play Vines. And the song that we're going to play to close the show out is Pluggy Simmons' Energy. Pretty much saying, people... like when they see your energy, it moves them. If you're out here grinding and stuff, doing stuff, you're bound to inspire somebody, even without knowing. So I appreciate you. You didn't even have to confirm that, things that I've done, whatever. You seen, all right, Jay Play's always on his grind. Like, you always, one thing you could take away from him, he's always out there doing stuff. You know what I mean? He's not sidetracked and whatnot. And this is the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? So I will see you October 24th.
Yeah, I'm coming. I have to talk about this situation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? With my nephew's situation. I want to talk about this helping with this community, about, for people that...
And I hope you achieve all of it, bro, and put it into action, because you're going to have the resources. I'm going to make sure Ron does it too, all of us.
Yeah, there's no problem on that. You know what I mean? You just let me know. I show my face and we just keep on going with this topic, you know what I mean?
All right, man. It was good seeing you, bro.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Tune in next week, whatever. DM me, whatever you want to be a guest, and we'll talk about that.
Have a good night, you know what I mean?
Have a good night.
Have a blessed day, you know what I mean?
It's your host, J. Play Vines in the building. We out. Pluggy Simmons Energy.
All we talking about is Pluggy. Okay? It's Pluggy, we feeling emotion. I think we gonna go this way right here. You know we control that shit, right? I heard they feeling my energy. Yeah. When I'm sipping the Hennessy. Yeah. Kill my enemy. Yeah. I don't wanna run, I can do this in situation. I heard they feeling my energy. When I'm sipping the Hennessy. Kill my enemy. Yeah. I'm using them to fuck the contact. Chicken January, honey, nigga, take your time, talk about a day, mate. I can blood in any minute when you live at home. Nigga, fuck the pants, don't you ever miss it too crazy. Sooner or later, I'll be on it. Financial system like Savannah. Got your head on the comments.